Hello, everyone, and welcome back to part two of E3 2017. I'm Adam.
My name's Mario.
All right, so let's get into Bethesda. I don't really know if there's a lot to say about Bethesda because this video could very easily be outdated by the time like a couple weeks comes around because they'll probably announce like what they're gonna show off in like
Scrolls game.
Nah, I don't know if I want another Elder Scrolls game this soon.
Like a new IP from them.
I'd prefer a new IP. Like that's what I'd want. I'd want a new IP. I don't know what it would be though, because they're doing Skyrim, they're doing Fallout. I don't know what else they could do. I mean, surprise me. Surprise me. That's what I want. Just surprise me.
Surprise us.
Yeah. Bethesda. What don't I want? Evil Within 2.
No.
That was garbage. I don't care what anyone said. That first Evil Within was garbage. I wouldn't mind another Wolfenstein game, which I'm pretty sure, you know how like every year, like these last couple years, they've had like their big like finale, whereas like the first year obviously was Fallout 4, last year was Dishonored 2. This year I have a feeling it's going to be Wolfenstein.
Are we gonna see BJ back?
Probably. Did he? I don't think he died at the end of the last game.
Do you think he died or didn't die?
I don't think he died.
Same.
But yeah, I think that's going to be their showstopper at the end.
Because I can't think of anything right now besides Elder Scrolls or not Fallout for sure. That just came out.
They're going to do Fallout 4 VR. And I'm not even joking. That's what they announced that they're going to do. That's like the one thing that I'm pretty sure they're gonna talk about. So, Battle Cry, that fucking MOBA that they had a long time ago, that I think it actually got canceled. I don't know. They've been very coy with how they're dealing with that. Quake Champions, I think they might talk about. Elder Scrolls Legends, that card game they have, which is good, by the way. It's a good game. I like it. I like it more than Hearthstone. So, sue me. Hearthstone's not my thing. But, yeah, Bethesda, I can't really think of anything like that would be like their big showstopper besides, because they've already done a Skyrim remaster. The next thing they can do is like a Fallout 3 remaster. That's the next thing they could do, or have another Fallout game from Obsidian, or the guys that did New Vegas. I don't get how anyone can think New Vegas is the best Fallout game. I don't get it. Like, it runs horribly on... Like, I'm talking about without mods. I don't get how anyone can think New Vegas is the best one.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
It's not. I'm sorry. It's not the best one.
Probably we'll have all those other people commenting on them later on this thing, being like, "How dare you say Vegas isn't good?"
Oh man, the amount of shit I got for the ukulele thing for just talking about frame rates and possibly
I
being.
that.
Woo! I don't get how that inspires anger in people, but whatever.
Just remember, guys, we are entitled to our own opinion.
Exactly, even if our opinion is the correct one. Yep.
Yeah, sometimes we can be wrong, but
no, we're never wrong. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, except for that VR one time. Remember how people say that we kind of did went a little bit overboard on the VR ourselves? That nobody wants VR.
Well, it flopped, so clearly no one wants VR.
Oh, pretty much so. We were right now.
We're right. Or we were right about VR.
Yeah, we were right about VR.
That's all I can think of from Bethesda. Bethesda's very short.
They're short.
It's short.
Quality.
Yeah, quality. Moving on to Ubisoft, which this is the one that as of now is like the most. Maybe
I'm
so
tired of that.
Get your ass. Is Aisha Tyler, which I like Aisha Tyler on Archer when she has good material to work with. When she's working with Ubisoft, it's cringe-inducing. Like, it's painful. Every year there's something that just makes me cringe. And that's just from her.
Except for that moment when Richard called her a slut.
Which I still don't understand why he did that, but okay. But Ubisoft. Now, the only thing that I really am looking forward to from
It's a good
Ubisoft.
fucking Tom Clancy game.
No.
Why?
God, no. Are you serious?
I just want something good. Fuck. Every single time they do something that looks promising, it's not.
I am sick to death of Tom Clancy. Like, I don't get it how people keep buying these fucking Tom Clancy games. I don't get how anyone can get excited for them anymore. Like, the reputation that Ubisoft has with them, like the servers being shit, like them cramming them full of microtransactions and DLC, it's like, no! How the fuck is anyone still excited for these? The Division was not good. I was bored to tears by the fucking Ghost Recon beta. The Rainbow Six Siege should have been free to play. Which, that's a good game if you have friends, but anything else, like a full $60 game for that shit? No thank you. Like, Ubisoft, it's like, there's so much of their stuff, I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care about Tom Clancy. I don't care about their sports stuff. I don't care about their Just Dance game. The only thing I would give a shit about is South Park. And even then, I have alarm bells going off in my head regarding that. Because it's been delayed twice now. It was supposed to come out last December, and then it got pushed back to the spring, and now it's coming out like the fiscal year, possibly till the end of 2018.
Don't forget Assassin's Creed. They're coming out with a new one too.
I was gonna get to that, but yeah, Assassin's Creed. But South Park, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm just really concerned about it as well, which, knowing Ubisoft, I think is a very wise mindset to take on. Now, Assassin's Creed. People have been saying that it is the right time to bring back Assassin's Creed. I don't agree. I think Assassin's Creed, whatever they're going to call it, would be better served coming out in 2018. Because they're already crowding this month with, you're already going to have Call of Duty, you're going to have Star Wars, you're going to have all the sports games, you're going to have all the fucking Ubisoft games they're going to shovel out this year. They're probably going to have The Crew 2 coming out. They're going to have South Park maybe coming out this year. And it's going to be like, no, I know that it's coming out this year. But I don't agree that this is the good time to do it. I don't think it's the best time. I think the best time would be fall 2018. Like, they need to space these out better. There's a reason why Steep didn't sell well. There's a reason why The Crew didn't sell well. There's a reason why Watch Dogs 2, as great as that was, did not sell well. It's because they put them all in this crowded market and they underperformed. It's the same with, it's the Titanfall 2 situation. Titanfall 2 syndrome. Where they bring it out, it's an unproven IP in this day and age, and they bring it against the heavy hitters like Battlefield and Call of Duty and Star Wars, and it's gonna get fucking creamed. Maybe Assassin's Creed might be the only survivor out of this, because that's a brand name, but after, Unity, and they'll have to, like, blow me the fuck away with Assassin's Creed. Like, it will have to be a complete redo of what they're doing with it. Like, it would have to, I don't know what they could do, but I've heard rumors that they're trying to make it like Witcher 3. And I'm like, I don't know how they could do that and have it feel like something special. I don't know. But I don't know. With Assassin's Creed games, I never know. No, cuz like the last good one they did was Black Flag. That was great. I love Black Flag.
Boy, Assassin.
I love Black Flag. Black Flag's the best one. And it's like, I just don't know. I don't know what this Assassin's Creed. Like, what would you want from Ubisoft? Can you think of anything? Like, I don't know. To not be embarrassing, I think, would be the big thing.
Or a complete failure.
Hmm?
Or a complete, failure. Like, how you say,
Oh, like they go bankrupt?
not bankrupt. I'm saying, like...
Like, that's your wish? They just
No, not that. It's like,
Okay.
You know how every Assassin's Creed game that's released there's always something wrong with it.
Oh God, yeah.
Like, do you remember what was it? Was it Unity or
Unity was the big one.
Well, the one where like there was no face at all.
Yeah.
You just saw like the damn skull. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Or you would just walk around and you see people like covering like over you. Like, the fuck.
Yeah, Unity was the game that killed Assassin's Creed for a couple years. It was because of Unity that it became a joke, and Syndicate didn't sell well because of that. So that's when they were like, oh shit, now we need to take a break from this. And it's only been a year. It's like 1 year it's been since they've had a break. And I'm pretty sure they've been working on this Assassin's Creed game for like 3-4 years, but it's like, I don't know. I'm still just like burned out on Assassin's Creed. I'm just like, I see it nowadays and I'm just like, whatever. I no longer associate it with like the old Assassin's Creed, like what I used to really enjoy when I was still in high school, when it was still really good. Like I'm not too crazy about it now, and I don't know what could be, like, what could get me back into Assassin's Creed. Just have it be a memorable location that isn't filled with a bunch of crap. Have it be a good protagonist. Have it be a good story, just good gameplay. No more of those fucking follow this person missions while they occasionally stop and turn around behind you. Like, that's it. Like, I don't want any more of that. I want a new Assassin's Creed. I want what they did from. I want that leap from Watch Dogs to Watch Dogs 2. I want that from Titanfall to Titanfall 2. Like, make that leap, I will be on board. But anything else, I'm not going to accept. Anyway, like moving on from that, what would you want to say?
No, we're moving on because I was really excited when I saw that.
What?
Far Cry.
Oh, Far Cry. Well, of course. That's literally, that news came out literally like an hour ago from when we were recording.
Well, an hour ago I was sleeping.
Well, an hour ago I was. What do you think of Far Cry 5? What do you think it's gonna be?
Compared to old Far Cry series, 3 and 4, 3, I liked it.
Great.
4, I liked it. 5, compared to what Ubisoft has been doing, Far Cry has been their top thing. Like, compared to any other games, it's been up. It's there. And
sure,
Ubisoft can't fuck this shit up. Because compared to, if you look at Assassin's Creed, if you look at any other, like Watch Dogs, Far Cry is the only thing that's been standing like to the top compared to what the other games were. If you think about it, if you look how the games are, the gameplay is, the story is compared to what the other shit was.
They're much better.
They're much better, and Ubisoft knows they can't fuck this shit up.
They could.
They could, but if they do, then they're kind of like screwed because nobody's gonna want to play their games anymore.
No, they will, because I talked a lot of shit about For Honor and Ghost Recon, and those sold really well, to my surprise and disappointment. Because I was like, God damn it, people, why are you buying this? But it's like I've heard rumors that it's going to be in the Wild West. That's what I hear. I hear it's going to be a spaghetti western. That's what I hear. Which, I don't know how I'd feel about that, considering Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably going to come out this year. I don't know, like 2 western games in 1 year? I don't know. But
see, the one thing about Far Cry 5, it should take, compared to what 3 and 5 is, they're always like
3 and 4?
3 and 4. One was on a remote island.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth one, you're pretty much, what was it?
Himalayas.
The Himalayas.
Yeah, like Tibet and shit.
To see, compared to what we see with, what is it, like just one photo right now they're showing?
I don't even know if that's they haven't, I don't even think that photo is like an official thing. The only thing I think they've shown from it is just the logo. And it's just Far Cry 5. Like, that's it. It's not like a subtitle like Primal was, which Primal was really good. From what I played of Primal, I really, really liked Primal. I've really enjoyed all of them since 3. Like, Blood Dragon is good. Far Cry 4 is great. Far Cry 3 is great. Primal was really good.
Their Blood Dragon.
That'd be great. Like
Dragon.
I'd be down for Blood Dragon too. But it's a good formula they have at this point. I just worry about it becoming stale. Like they release one, if they keep up the pace, they release one like every year and a half, 2 years. Because I think there was like a year and a half gap between 4 and Primal. And if this comes out like March 2018, this will be like the 2-year gap, which I think is acceptable. It's like, all right, you got a good thing going. Why not? And Primal is like one of the very few Assassin's Creed, very few Primal, what the fuck? One of the very few Far Cry games that didn't have a season pass, didn't have microtransactions, didn't have all this bullshit. It was just a normal $60 game they just threw out there. And it was one of the better ones that they did. Blows my mind. So, moving on from Far Cry, the crew. I don't give a shit about the crew.
I'm not saying anything.
I don't care about the crew. South Park we already talked about. Now, they'll probably do another boring ass dance number routine with that Just Dance shit. Yeah, the dancing giraffe and the dancing panda again. It's like, ugh. They've talked about they're possibly going to be doing a crossover with Nintendo with like their Rabbids game, with like Mario Rabbids RPG or something like that. I don't know what's the deal with the Rabbids? I don't get that.
Have you seen them on Nickelodeon?
No.
They're like, it's a big thing.
For real?
You have no idea. They're like, supposedly, I thought, like, I seen the show a couple times. They're actually, it is funny. Because they're always, it's like the same thing. They're just stupid. Apparently, sometimes they save the world. Sometimes they save people. All that stuff. It's like they're idiots. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it's funny at the same time. It's kind of like a little chemistry going on where like it just attracts children pretty much.
Okay.
So this is mostly focused on like kids.
Okay.
Like if you see at least one show, then you're gonna understand how it works.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch the show. I'm not gonna watch the show. I don't give a fuck about rabbits. Yeah. It's really all I can think of. Oh well. They could still do Beyond Good and Evil 2, which I've heard rumors for a long time now that it's going to be a Switch exclusive for a whole year. Please. It might be, knowing how dumb Ubisoft can be.
And I'm still here praying for a Half-Life 3.
That'll never happen. You might as well just let that Half-Life 3 shit go. It's never going to happen, I'm telling you. They're too busy.
Or episode fucking 3, I don't know. Stupid.
They're too fucking busy with their
cliffhanger. I'm like, what the fuck?
They're too busy with their Dotas and their Steams and all that shit. So, yeah. Sucks. So anyway, I think that's... What do I want from Ubisoft? Just keep it an hour. Don't be boring. Don't be cringy. But it will probably be that since Ubisoft's the fucking comedy variety hour. Because they have to bring in fucking Aisha Tyler and all this bullshit, and it's like, ugh. Fucking Ubisoft. Alright. The final one that I think we'll talk about. One that, you and I are obviously the most excited to see, like, by far, the most anticipated thing out of E3.
Because they've been fucking dominating.
Yeah. Like, the last 2 years have been extraordinary with what Sony can do. Even PlayStation Experience was fucking great. This is one, like, I can't think of like what they could do for Microsoft. Sony's the opposite, where they have so much that they could show off that I'm like overwhelmed trying to think of all the things they could show off. Like, let's narrow it down. The 4 things that I think are definitely going to be shown. God of War, Days Gone, Spider-Man, and Detroit Become Human. Those are like the big 4 that I think they're going to show off. I really want those to be shown off. Because I'm Days Gone, not as much as the other ones, but God of War especially. I really, really want to see more of God of War. Horizon Zero Dawn is already out, so they might show the expansion for that. Maybe. What?
You guys know Adam too well, don't you guys?
What?
Something that he's been hoping for a very, very long time.
What? What have I been hoping?
Something that he's always been disappointed because he knows they're never gonna show it ever again.
What? Sly Cooper?
No, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh Jesus!
You guys know how much of a fanboy he is. Every year he wishes they will, show something, but
They showed it in. They showed it in fucking 2015, and they haven't shown. They've shown like little bit in. And they. It's just like.
See, his voice changed.
Yeah, but it's like they talked about. They're like, oh, we're gonna show more in winter. They didn't show jack shit in winter. They showed maybe like 2 screenshots. That's it. That's not what I want. I want like a full trailer. I want it to be at goddamn Sony's press conference. I want them to show Kingdom Hearts 3 full like 2-3 minute trailer. I will lose my fucking shit if they do that. They'll win like automatically. Like you won Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't even care if it's Microsoft. Show Kingdom Hearts 3, you fucking win. Show that. First one to show Kingdom Hearts 3 wins.
You heard it, folks. Whoever shows Kingdom Hearts 3 will win E3.
Exactly.
Just for Adam, though, but it's
Yes. It's for me.
Just for him, pretty much.
Alright, so what do you want from Sony?
So calm.
SOCOM, yeah?
It's been a while.
It's been a long ass. I think the studio that made SOCOM, didn't they shut down?
Yeah, and after that, I think they gave it to another company. Did it too? Because I think so. Because I think it was Zipper Interactive and Slen6 Games did another one. I think that's what I remember. That'd be nice though to bring it back.
Yeah. The one franchise I'd want back is Sly Cooper. Let's do that, please. I don't care what. Like I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Sucker Punch's next game here. I hope it's not another Infamous. I hope it's not a new.
It's too soon.
I hear it's some kind of, again, it's another fucking zombie horror game from Sucker Punch. That's what I keep hearing. That's another fucking zombie game, and I'm like, oh god, we have enough of those. Like just in PlayStation's portfolio, we have enough. We have Days Gone. We have The Last of Us. That's all I need. I don't want a third.
Last of Us isn't like zombie.
Yes, it is.
It's not zombie.
Let's not. Come on. It's zombies. They're zombies. They may be faster. They may be covered in fungi and spores, but in the most basic sense, they're zombies. The most basic sense. That's like when they're saying that the shit in Days Gone aren't zombies. They're fucking zombies. They're the same thing as World War Z, and they refer to them as zombies in World War Z.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So they're zombies. Well, speaking of Last of Us,
Final Fantasy VII remake.
Final Fantasy VII remake. That's been so long. It's been like almost 2 years since we've seen anything from that. Like last December 2015 was like the last time we saw it. And then it's been almost 2 years since it was revealed. And they're just dragging their feet on that again. And it's not even the full game. It's going to be episode 1. So imagine how long the other ones are going to be to get out. How long that's going to take. Fuck. There's that. Shenmue 3. I highly doubt we'll see anything. But that'd be nice. Because that was the big thing on Sony's thing. And I'm pretty sure they're going to want to have them back to reveal the next thing for Shenmue. Anyway, back to Last of Us Part 2. That's another one. I don't think we'll see Last of Us Part 2. I think we have a better chance of seeing something from Death Stranding than we do from Last of Us Part 2. Because Last of Us Part 2, it's like they're just getting started on that. And even with Death Stranding, they're just getting started with that. But Hideo Kojima loves to make trailers. So there's a bigger chance that we'll get something from Death Stranding than Last of Us Part 2. Though it wouldn't surprise me if we saw something from Last of Us Part 2 anyway.
That's true.
There's a lot of other stuff they could do. They could think, oh god, they could show off Knack 2, which they could show off Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. They could do that. I'm pretty sure they're gonna show off like Destiny 2 and Call of Duty. Like speaking of just third-party stuff, they're probably gonna show.
They show like a new IP.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying with like Sucker Punches. It most likely will be their turn to show off their next IP.
I know Microsoft. I mean Sony. I know Sony is good when it comes to like they show up like a new IP. At least they show up like what, like 2-3 every year.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 a year at least.
1 or 2 a year. So, are Sucker Punch is one of them? What's another one you think might be?
I don't know. Like, what did they?
Because we know Santa Monica Studios is already doing God of War. We know Naughty Dog's doing Last of Us. We know
Media Molecule is doing that Dreams game, which we'll probably see more of that, considering it's been like 2 years since the last time we saw anything from that.
Every company is pretty much busy with a game right now.
Yeah.
So we can't think of anything else.
Unless
if they fucking surprise us with something at the last end, like they always do.
They could very easily. Fuck, it's like they've got so much.
Because Sony has a good thing when it comes to like ending things. Where like, so far these last couple years.
Days Gone, Days Gone wasn't exactly the best ending to that conference because it was just like, oh, it's another zombie game. Okay.
Was it the ending? No, I think it was.
Yeah,
the ending.
It was the ending. Yeah, they went from the last 3 games were Death Stranding, Spider-Man, and then Days Gone, which I absolutely think Death Stranding should have been the last game. Death Stranding, like, definitely should have closed the show. Oh, Ni no Kuni 2. They can talk about that. That's a console exclusive to Sony because I know that's coming out on PC as well. They could show Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's also true.
Well, because they have like some exclusive deal with the multiplayer with Red Dead Redemption 2, which could be really good. Well, it will be really good because it's Rockstar. Rockstar has yet, I think, to make a bad, like one of their like big releases. They've yet to make like a bad game or one that's like really disappointed me. Ever since from like GTA 4 to now, it's been nothing but like hit after hit after hit after hit. It's like fucking GTA 4 I think is great. Red Dead Redemption I think is amazing. Max Payne 3 was great. GTA 5 was great. LA Noire, even though they didn't develop that, they only published it. That was great. And that I was really disappointed to see the team for doing that like go away. Which I wish they had an LA Noire too, but it's never gonna happen probably. Wild. They could show off Wild, that Shaman game that they showed off like a long time ago. That could be really cool. Detroit Become Human. I think I already mentioned that, but I'm pretty sure we'll get a release date for that. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, they'll show that off. But as far as like new things they could show off, I don't know. I legit don't know, and this is
because Sony's good at keeping everything under the radar.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's that rumor that they're doing Bloodborne 2. I don't think they're doing Bloodborne 2.
No.
Because it's not, because all those like leaked images they've shown like, oh, this is a property of Sony Computer Entertainment, and they're not Sony Computer Entertainment anymore. They're Sony Interactive. So any like those like trademark things that you see, it's like that's not true at all. It's not even the right company name. So it's fake. They're not doing it. It's just some like fake NeoGAF shit, which I would actually be really disappointed if they were to bring out Bloodborne 2 and have that A, not be developed by Hidetaka Miyazaki, and B, not be developed by From Software at all. I'd be really disappointed if those two requirements weren't met. Like now, if they were to come out and say, hey, here's From Software, here's Hidetaka Miyazaki, they're doing a Bloodborne 2, then I would be excited. Then I would be like, fuck yeah, awesome. But I don't think we're going to get that.
Bloodborne 2, directed by Michael Bay.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
There'll be nothing but explosions throughout the game.
It'd be that one, like, the cannon gun. It would just be that the whole game.
Oh, why? Why?
I I don't know. Like there's so much they can do. And like they've done everything that I'd want. Like they've done Final Fantasy VII remake. They've done God of War. They could do Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 is out in the wild. That's not like an unknown anymore. They're doing
They can do anything.
they're doing Shenmue 3. The last thing they can do is just show off Half-Life 3 for fucking PlayStation 4 Pro or whatever. Have that.
Then they will win E3.
That would... You talk about bringing down the house. Can you imagine, like, the fucking... Like not storm, but, like, wave of, like, fanboy excitement that would just erupt. Oh, like, it would break the internet.
Please bring back the story of Gordon Freeman.
Yep.
They would just bring the fucking house down. They'll win E3. Like, this is
Yeah.
like the top moment of E3.
Yeah, Half-Life 3, if they could do it. It will never happen, but if they did it,
Somehow they convince Valve.
somehow.
Here's $20 million. Do it.
20 million, 200 million they'll probably have to put into that.
$20 million. Like, just do it, and put another $200 million into that.
Oh sure, like 20 million, like a beginning. Like you get your 20 million now, you get your 200 million later once the game is announced, and we get all the happiness for it. But yeah, it's not gonna happen. But all the stuff they could show, like with Microsoft, I'm like struggling to come up with any like first party titles they could show off and like really impress me. Sony, I can come up with like 5 right off the bat. Death Stranding, God of War, Detroit Become Human, Spider-Man, Wild. Those 5. Like, and that's not even including The Last of Us Part 2. Any like the big ones. Which I think God of War and Last of Us Part 2 and Death Stranding are like the top 3 like huge exclusives that they have. And we're not even sure anymore if Death Stranding is a PlayStation exclusive. I think it's a console exclusive for them. I've heard whispers that it's going to be on PC. Like initially when Kojima announced his formation of Independence, it was like, oh well, now I have a game coming to that will be a console exclusive on PlayStation. It won't be an exclusive. It will just be a console exclusive. And then they deleted that Q&A like right away. So who knows?
They don't know yet. We don't know.
We don't know yet. We don't know for sure. So yeah, that's PlayStation. Easily the one I'm looking forward to the most. Because PlayStation, even just this year, they've been on a huge roll. They've Horizon, Neo, Yakuza, Persona, like just lots of stuff. Good stuff too.
Microsoft,
Microsoft, Halo Wars 2, which no one talks about anymore. Netflix, Hulu. They have EA Origin. They have EA Access on Xbox. I might as well buy an Xbox for that. I'm not gonna buy a fucking Xbox.
Do you still need to buy
Xbox Live.
Xbox Live just to use Netflix?
I don't think so anymore. I think they patched that out just because it got like overwhelmingly unpopular. So I don't know. But anywho, that's E3 predictions, wishes, and all the like for this year. So we'll find out in less than a month if what like the surprises that are in store for us. Who knows? Who knows what can happen at this point? So anyway, Mario, final thoughts on E3 2017? Half-Life 3?
Yeah, pretty much Half-Life 3.
Half-Life 3.
Sony just like nailed down the house like Half-Life 3. And I know I'm gonna get like a bunch of comments on here saying that's never gonna happen. You can't count to 3. We all fucking know that already. But anything can happen in this world as long as there's support.
Final Fantasy VII remake can happen.
Yeah, it's pretty much just if Final Fantasy VII remake can happen, then Half-Life 3 can happen. And for a lot of people who want also Portal 3 can happen as well.
Portal 3, yeah. That I'd actually be really excited for Portal 3.
What else is another game? Left 4 Dead 3.
Left 4 Dead 3. Yeah.
Left 4 Dead 3. Anything is possible, guys. We just gotta keep our heads up, hope for the best, and let the companies talk with a lot of money.
A lot of money, a lot of power.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, thank you, Mario, for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And as always, thank you to everyone who's watching. If you'd like to see, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of E3 this year. What are you looking forward to? And yeah, that'll be it for E3 wishlist. Now onto the main show. Less than a month. So anyway, thank you guys. Have a good one. Bye.